Tennis star Leander Paes has dropped the biggest hint ever that he will soon retire from the sport. Paes, who returned after helping the Indian team beat Pakistan in the Davis Cup, said the time was right for the next generation to take over the mantle and perform for the country. Paes' career has spanned nearly 30 years and he extended his world record in Davis Cup doubles on Friday by winning his 44th career match. Leander spoke to my colleague Karishma Singh earlier.
There comes about a time in a man or a person's life when you've run the race really hard, you've run it really well. I've had a phenomenal career playing for the country. It's important to nurture the next generation, and whatever role that I do play to do that, whether it is making myself available as a player this time so all the boys would be motivated to come, whether it is doing the homework to make sure that our safety was looked after, or whether it is to come in as a mentor of the team or the coach of the team or the captain of the team. Sport in our country is a huge vehicle to motivate youngsters.
Viren Ferrao joining us from the Mumbai newsroom. Viren, I think this is the appropriate time for us to talk about the illustrious career of Leander Paes.
Well, that's right. This is a man who served Indian tennis so richly over these decades. He is an absolute legend, but he's not just served Indian tennis, he's been a global phenomenon and a superstar. Now, it first began with the 1990 World Junior Wimbledon Championships that he won, catapulting him into the headlines across the country and across the world. It made the world sit up and take notice. But a year later, then he went to the US Open in 1991, where he won the US Open Junior Championships that year. And that, again, reaffirmed the fact that Leander Paes was no flash in the pan, that he was something special. Carrying on from that, Leander Paes has been a champion. And in 1996, Olympic bronze medal really cemented his place as one of India's greatest sports people. That was an emotional moment for Leander Paes. He broke down while receiving the medal. But I think across the country, for people who are watching, that was a moment of pride. Now, this is a man who has so many titles to his career. 8 Grand Slam doubles titles. That's just men's doubles that Leander Paes has won. In addition, he's won 10 mixed doubles Grand Slam titles. So 18 titles in total at Grand Slam tournaments, which is the creme de la creme of world tennis. If you want to win a title, these 4 Grand Slams are the titles to win. That said, Leander Paes again is somebody who's, he's shown he's not just the man for the Grand Slam stage, but also for so many other tournaments that he's played throughout his career. He's won 54 other doubles titles, men's doubles titles and mixed doubles titles through his entire career. There are very few people across the world who can boast to have a CV like Leander Paes does. Again, if you talk about the Davis Cup, he's got 44 wins in men's doubles in Davis Cup history. No player is even close to him. Leander Paes, in fact, broke the world record just last year, and he's gone on from strength to strength to carry on to increase that record. And it now seems that 44 would seem a very, very tall order for anyone across the globe, as great as they are, to break that record. What else has Leander Paes done? He has become the world #1. He first scaled those heights in the 90s, in the early 90s, when he, along with Mahesh Bhupathi, were the hottest doubles team on the circuit. There was no one who could beat them. And that was what Leander Paes and Mahesh Bhupathi did. Leander Paes, as we now reflect on the twilight of his career, this has been a career to remember. He's held in high regard across this country and across the global tennis world as well.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Viren, for giving us that interesting lowdown on Leander Paes' career.